It is so easy to take a look around the world and pick and choose what it is we want to talk about and focus on. You can turn your attention to many things such as sports, celebrities, movies, TV shows, social media, news networks, concepts and belief systems, the government, the economy, the internet, finances, and etc. You can even become consumed with your own life as well. I mean, there is this saying that mankind is brought to life. Focus on yourself. I wonder what that's doing for most of you. It isn't essential to me. What I'm talking about is what's important. Today I will be talking to you all about the truth of Satan, his nature, his influence on the world, and his intentions. If any of you are wondering, I am not affiliated with the Church of Satan or the Satanic Temple. I am just simply a messenger. That is all. There are a lot of powerful people in this world, but their power means nothing to me, and it means nothing to Satan as well. You have all kinds of people who hold powerful positions in this world. Presidents, princes, princesses, prime ministers, popes, megachurch pastors, CEOs, chairmen, slave masters, influencers, kings, queens, billionaires, all kinds of people. Yes, it is true that these individuals and those of like have a certain amount of power and influence in this world. There's no denying that. However, their power means nothing, and it doesn't measure up to what Satan is able to cause. You may say, well now Alex, why are you saying Satan? Why do you keep saying his name? Why not any other supernatural being? Why not somebody who's known to be more positive? Let me explain to you all why I say his name and no other. First of all, let me make something clear. I do not care about what any of you have to say about this video or the many videos that will come after this one. No pushback that I will receive from this channel will cause me to fall off the path that I'm already walking on, nor will it change my motivation and intentions. I will preach Satan and hell until the day I pass away, giving you all deeper explanations and insight into spiritual warfare between the kingdoms of heaven and hell, giving teaching and training, giving you all more insight, answering questions that you all may have that you're not receiving from your local pastor in church who only seeks to dig their greedy hand in your empty pockets and take what you already don't have enough of. Or any other spiritual or religious leader who preaches a message that they claim is from their God or from some revelation that they've received. There is only one other God that I know of, and it's the very God that Satan opposes. Satan, also formerly known as Lucifer, is a supernatural being created by the opponent of him in his kingdom. His opponent is none other than the ruler of heaven, Jesus Christ. You all should already know who Jesus Christ is by now. He is the Son of Man, the Son of God, born of a virgin woman in Bethlehem, raised in Nazareth, and eventually dying on Calvary's cross at the age of 33 for all the remission of mankind's sins. Satan, who used to be the most highly exalted and perfectly created angel out of all of them, out of all angels in heaven, became filled with dissatisfaction and disapproval of what he received and decided that it wasn't enough. It was on this very mysterious day that occurred eons ago that Satan decided he would exalt himself above both God the Father and his Son, Jesus Christ, by eliminating them both and set his throne even higher than where the Father and the Son had theirs seated. Satan, knowing that he needed backup, loyalty, and support, embarked on a sort of political campaign in the kingdom of heaven and began to turn some of the other angelic servants against God by appealing to them however he could. I'm assuming that since Satan's presence was so beautiful, so powerful, and so magnificent to be around and witness, it didn't take much for him to win the approval of his newfound followers. With the help of 1/3 of the angelic army that God had created, Satan and his soon-to-be fallen angels warred against the other 2/3 majority of angelic beings. They eventually lost. I don't have a duration on how long this battle was going on for. But as we all know, Satan fell. And on that fateful day when he fell, he's been on a war path against the Son of Man, Jesus Christ, and every inhabitant in heaven ever since. This is a day that Satan will never, ever forget. He fell down from heaven like lightning. Jesus Christ even mentioned in the Word of God that he saw Satan fall like lightning. It is at this point where there is no turning back. Satan, who is now a demon, a fallen angel himself, along with his other followers, have all lost their former heavenly glory that they all once possessed. Now, hell was their new home, is their new home, their new place of residence. And now Satan finally has his desired kingdom. It just isn't the kind of kingdom he desired to rule and reign over to begin with. But never mind that. Satan, now being the supreme ruler of hell, doesn't seek to be forgiven or show repentance in any way. Satan hates God. Satan hates God, and he doesn't respect God. He views God as being naive and believes that it is his good will that often leads to ruin when dealing with all matters concerning mankind. Satan is not an entity of goodwill. He only gives when something is first given. He is also extremely intelligent, and since he exists within the spirit realm, he can see what is up ahead and can tell you about all things that lay within the past. He even existed before the creation of the earth. Satan and very other few people know this. Or I should say, Satan and all other supernatural beings know this about him, as they do themselves. Satan is also a sort of a riddle master, which is only known to very few individuals, such as witches, warlocks, wizards, and sorcerers. Yes, he does love a good game of riddles. Not all those who are viewed as or that claim to be a devil worshiper has actually spoken with Satan. You could almost regard them as merely being kids. Child's play is what you could call it. The reason why Satan uses riddles is because they are of amusement to him, and they also contain secrets not to be known unless he allows them. He also knows that mankind gives up easily, and that they choose the path of least resistance except a few. So if there was an answer that you were seeking from him, you're more than likely to receive a hint that hides within a riddle that could lead you to the answer, but him knowing that most humans would give up easily, there's no sense in really you speaking to him anyways, as he is the most dangerous individual to ever come across. Another fact about Satan, the ruler of hell, is that he never addresses his opponent, Jesus Christ, by name. He simply refers to him as the opponent. Not just him, though. All other demonic spirits refuse to call him by his name. That's how much they disrespect him, how much they hate him. Satan, there is another misconception around him already, and I'm sure you all have heard this one many times. It's the misconception that he has acknowledged that a battle is already over. The other one is that the battle is already won. Well, obviously you would say that, being on the side of God and knowing that God is all-powerful, all-knowing, and everywhere at once. Satan cannot be everywhere at once. Nor is he all-powerful or all-knowing. Yet he still moves forward. Satan is certain that in the end the battle will be won by hell. He believes that it is strategy that will lead him to success on conquering the kingdom of the opponent of hell. Besides, most Christians that claim to serve God and reject Satan, they talk a good game. Yet most of them still desire and secretly do things that God disapproves of, that Satan likes to encourage and really impart in the hearts of many, those that serve God and those that don't. Satan couldn't care less anyways about how he is viewed in the eyes and the minds of those who serve Jesus Christ, as he views them as being mindless folk. He has a lot more to say about all other groups as well, but it isn't of importance right now. Satan isn't some idea or a way of how to live. He's a living and breathing supernatural spirit. Satan also isn't nice, and there is barely forgiveness in his ways, but he can be open-minded as people of earth say these days. His voice is surprisingly extremely calming and satisfying to hear. His voice is so satisfying you wouldn't want him to stop talking. He also knows of all your secrets and things that you think are hidden. He also knows of the things you like and don't like. He cannot read your inner mind, but what he can do is influence the mind so heavily that he can make you do something or certain things that you wouldn't normally do. He also can tell what's up ahead, but he can't see as far as God. But because of his time and existence, which can't be put into a specific timeline, he has had nothing but time to observe human behavior. So he can highly predict what you are planning to do next and what you will do next. Hell is like any other kingdom. It possesses a hierarchy. Nothing works without hierarchy nowhere. No place of work, no schoolhouse, not even in a person's home. In this demonic hierarchy, there are an innumerable amount of demonic spirits that possess various rank, carry out tasks, possess powers, hold positions, and even reside in specific territories. Satan is at the top and others are at the bottom. In his kingdom, he doesn't get overruled. Now let's get back to mankind. Mankind is blinded by concepts they believe and participate in. This is why the existence of Satan and his demons, hell, Satan's opponent, Jesus Christ, God the Father in heaven, go completely unnoticed, are completely dismissed. Jesus Christ wants the world to know about him. It is Satan who for centuries couldn't have cared less whether mankind knew about his existence or not. Even now, it isn't of importance to him unless he regards you to be important or an opponent, such as a Christian. Humans love feeling as though research and development, hard work and determination, various forms of corruption even, and governmental ties can allow them to do and achieve anything that they set out to do and accomplish. This is false. This is so far from the truth, it doesn't even come close to being halfway right. The truth is that mankind is divided. Some are growing, some are reverting to more primal manners. Some are wise, some can't even understand the most simplest of things. Humans love talking about how life is chess and not checkers. Yet they fail to see and understand the reality behind what it is they say. Most of them are just running their mouth as if they solved a hard problem or know something another doesn't. A lot of bad things have been happening in the world lately, and many more bad things will come. Let me give you all a rundown of just how bad things have gotten. All over the world, murder and suicide rates have increased. The three main choices that humans use for suicide are firearms, suffocation, and the use of poison. In 2020 alone, 24,292 people killed themselves by using a gun. This is just only in the United States. Globally, According to the World Health Organization, approximately 800,000 humans kill themselves every year. That's one person dying every 40 seconds. Combining all other causes of death, every 2 seconds on Earth, somebody dies. Human reproduction is also on a massive decline. The number one cause of this is the result of low birth and fertility rates. According to the World Economic Forum, for the last 70 years, fertility rates have decreased worldwide with a total of 50% decline. Reasons include women's empowerment and education in the workforce, lower child mortality, and the increased cost of raising children. Not to mention that the number of babies born in the United States out of wedlock is sitting at a percentage of 40.5%. That means out of every 5 women who bear a child, only 2 of those women are married. Between January 1st, 2022 and October 3rd, 2022, America has had 516 mass shootings. Relations and tensions between nations in this world are rising. Despite what you may see and hear, there is no peace. There is a war currently going on between Ukraine and Russia, which kicked off February 2022. There have also been more and more talks and conversations and worries concerning nuclear weapons and nuclear warfare possibly becoming a reality for mankind. Government corruption hasn't slowed down either. As a matter of fact, it is increasing. There are more corrupt governments within the Eastern Hemisphere than within the West. South Sudan is labeled as the most corrupt, with the government of Denmark being labeled as the least corrupt. Last but not least, what kind of video would this be if I didn't highlight Satan's attack on the church? Back in the 1990s, 90% of the United States population identified as being Christian. Now, don't let that number fool you. That number doesn't mean that every human within that 90 percentile truly loved and faithfully served God. That is just a religion they claim to follow and participate in. In the year 2007, that number fell to 78%. As of September 2022, that number is now sitting at a 64%. Satan is siphoning the love of God out of the hearts and minds of many humans. It isn't just occurring in America either. This is happening all over the world. Satan has many more plots, plans, schemes, and agendas up his sleeve. You have powerful people in this world who think they are the ones who have control. They think that they are the ones who are the reason why calamities are happening and why only certain people are prospering. But these people are themselves blind. They are blind, unbelieving fools who reject the supernatural and believe that all they can accomplish and have accomplished and will accomplish will be by human power, but it is not. They are merely pawns in a game, and they aren't even the major players, believe it or not. You see, folks, these people you think that run the world and that worship Satan in some scary dark room or somewhere deep in the forest where no one can find them isn't actually the case, at least for the most part. The truth is that most of these individuals are so prideful and so arrogant, they don't believe in a higher power. Most of them, at least. Be this power holy or unholy, they don't believe any supernatural power exists. A rejecter these people are of anything that is spiritual. Choosing to rather trust in their earthly knowledge and in their wealth and in their connections between themselves and others. They don't know what the truth really is. I'll leave you all with this. Chess is a game. Yet chess is not only a game. Figurines have their place. They engage in pride and arrogance and fall. They engage in wisdom and use strategy, and they might succeed. Strategy often leads to success, and patience often leads to failure. Mankind is afraid of the unknown and what might expand their beliefs. These people and many more will know what is truth when the timing has arrived. The right move can only be done once. Until next time.